had to do a take two because for some reason, when I tried to do it the first time, my camera wasn't going on. But I hope everyone's doing awesome today. It is Friday, Junior, almost the weekend, and it's Thankful Thursday. And I am so, so grateful for so many things. This week was back to school week, and just taking every day and running with it and seeing what's next and learning more about myself and my son and his school has been really awesome. And the conversations that we're having have been really eye opening. And I'm so glad that I have been working on my relationship with my kid. So I wanted to share why taking things personally is not, or why taking things personally is can hurt and has hurt myself in many situations. Um, and yeah, I still am a very highly sensitive person. I get emotional quickly, and I love hard, and I fight hard for those I love, and all of that. So before, when I was super, I mean, I still am sensitive, but I'm not um, as much as I was. I don't know. Now I'm more open, and now I can see things, see people's perspective. So I don't take things so personally. Like when someone, has to reschedule or something, it's not a big deal to me anymore because it's like, okay, maybe I might be a little disappointed or a little bummed, but I'm not mean and attacking the person like maybe I would have before. Maybe I would have like snapped on them or flashed on them or got really upset and not talked to them for a few days. But I find that when I go with the flow, things go much better, much smoother, much easier. Um, and it's better for everyone involved when you don't take things personally because sometimes things happen, sometimes you get stuck in a traffic jam. Sometimes you forget that you had to do something else, or sometimes whatever. Something may just randomly come up that you don't have any control of. It's way better to go with the flow and not take things so personally. Like my dad and stepmom are in town, and had plans to eat dinner tonight, but they're in Grass Valley, closer to Sacramento, 3 hours away, something like that. And my dad called me and was like, "Are you gonna be okay if we don't have dinner tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's totally fine. Like, it's not a big deal." And I know and trust now that everything happens for a reason. So who knows? Maybe there's probably outside other reasons why we're not going to meet up for dinner tonight. And it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. And I can have grace and give the other person grace and just not, just know that, hey, when it's time to meet up, we will. It just goes much easier and much smoother. And when we don't take things personally, if someone does, need to set a boundary or need to take a break or some space or something, that's them and their issue. I don't have to put that on me, and I don't have to think that I did something wrong and what did I do and what can I do to fix it. Sometimes it's not our place to fix it. I know that when I try to fix somebody else's problems, that is just hurting the situation, not making it any better. So I choose to focus on my own stuff, take care of what I have going on, and make sure that's cool. And, if not, then make some adjustments, but always just being loving and gracious. So if someone does fluff up, it's not the end of the world. We can talk about it, we can have a discussion, or maybe it's not even a fluff up, maybe it's just a misunderstanding. That's okay. That's why we can talk story and figure it out. Um, so I'm just so grateful for this perspective now because I went from super duper taking everything personally, thinking that, if something went wrong, that it was my fault or that I had something to do with it, when most of the time it was just something random that happened. So I went from stressing myself out, taking everything personally, to more going with the flow and more using the affirmation, I am flexible and I go with the flow. And when I do that, things just happen and work out way better than I could have ever expected. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with my parents while they're here at some point. We will make that happen. And until then, I hope you guys are doing awesome. Hope you have a great weekend. If you love this kind of information, I would love to have you join my group, which is called All Heart and Hopeful Resilient Moms Woke to Wellness. And in there, we just talk about self care, self love, all kinds of stuff. It's a fun and inspiring and empowering group. And I just love how we build each other up and help each other along and keep each other accountable, for ourselves, for our families, for our kids, especially. But yeah, if you'd love it, I would love to have you in there, or maybe you know a mom or a caregiver or heart centered person that would love it in there. Send them an invite. Tell them to join my group called All Heart and Hopeful Resilient Moms Woke to Wellness. And I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you soon. Lots of love.